Brooklyn Menace and the rest of the crew back with our first Friday night arcade show private party just for the shills. That's entitled right. We Need to Talk. What does we need to talk mean? Well, I'm going to explain to you. Over the past few weeks, this show has definitely shown an increase in people watching it. I mean, I know 2 weeks ago we had almost 70 people waiting before the show even started. And last week we had a bunch of those people returning again to watch the show. But when I first started this show, like the whole point of it was for it to just be like a bunch of friends that enjoy the iiRcade just hanging out, enjoying the games on Friday. And it kind of gets like crazy where there's so many people in the chat that we don't get to talk to everybody. We miss people's chats. We don't get to put them up on the screen. So I wanted to do something different tonight. And with, you know, having members, I finally get to test this out. So tonight, the show is going to be exactly the same as it always is. But because it's just going to be a members only show, we're going to be able to interact with everybody in the chat room a lot more than we usually can. So if you have any questions, anything you want to say, Nix, are you going to take it tonight?
Oh, yes.
Are you going to be covering the chat? Okay. Can you see the chat? I don't even think you're a member of the channel.
Yes, I can see the chat.
You're not a member, Nix?
I am a member.
He's part of the show. He doesn't need to be
a member. Gold member.
Gold member?
Absolutely. So we're gonna say, we're gonna say hello to the chat.
Sure. If you want to say hello, we can do that. Let's do
this. All right, we're gonna say hello to Leagues Online, Arcade Esports Network. They are a new member. King Creole, how's it going, brother? New member. The Rexer Show. Welcome, welcome. Sonic Night Watcher. Raymond Reed, how's it going, buddy? Sacro, glad you could join us, new member. And then obviously we've got Brooklyn Menace and Papa Brad. We're here, and yeah, absolutely. We keep scrolling down. We got John Malenko. Whoop whoop. Absolutely, made in Canada, fellow Canadian. Cheers, brother. And then we got Rainwater Games. How's it going, brother? Herb Wars. How's it going, brother? And Goofy Foot. Oh, welcome to the chat. And then Mitchell B. Oh, and Carl. Oh, I see you there, brother. And then yeah, I think in my can't forget Miami Cuddles, Miami Tiger Arcade. How's it going, brother? And I think Zabos Arcade. Yeah, can't forget about him. He's in the chat as well. Welcome to the chat. And if I had Hi-Fi. Welcome to the chat.
That's a new name.
That's the new name.
Thank you so much. I definitely wanted to thank Sacro, who joined at the last minute after I had already edited the intro and outro of the show twice. So I do apologize that your name's not in there, but I mean, I've played golf against Sacro on the iiRcade. So I was so happy to see him here tonight.
He's an amazing gamer. He's all the way at the top of the leaderboards on most of the games.
He usually doesn't get to watch the show because it's date night with his wife. You know, it's date night with my wife too, but I'm in here, missing out. So
it's private.
Sacro came out to the Arcade Community Challenge Sunday night where we played the Riptide Renegade. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. So what's going on with that, Steph? So you've kind of like taken the reign. It was nice to see that game being played again, you know?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do more stuff like that?
I think I am, but I don't know on what basis. I think that if I did it every single week, it would get stale. So I'm thinking it needs to be like every other week or like once a month. And I'm trying to figure that out. And I also learned that I need to have enough people on stream with enough screens, because if you just have two people and you're just playing the games, everybody's playing the games constantly, something like Riptide, then it's a lot more challenging to do that, because you're trying to play the game and then you're supposed to talk and then you got different things going on, and it just, I'm hoping Sosa gets an iiRcade. He keeps saying he's getting one. We'll see.
He seems right
Yeah.
there on the threshold. I saw him today in iiRcade's stream saying, "Save one for me." So we'll see.
Well, they're running out. Like John even said so himself today. Like,
Yeah, obviously,
get
we
it
found
now.
out today.
Yeah,
We
from the
found out
horse's
today in
mouth.
some somber news that
Moving.
they have to leave the iiRcade office. You know,
Lair.
Yep, this is a good segue. All right, we can talk about that. Let's go.
so I mean that office. I've been there. Steps has been there. That's a huge office, right, Steps? Like
It's really big, and it looks like
Yeah.
there's a lot of unnecessary rooms. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, is it because we don't know what goes on? Did they just set it up that way when we were there? But and then when we're not there, was like what would like I was thinking, what did they need all that space for?
They had that big, huge like conference room area that we used for a party without air conditioning. That's what it was for.
Maybe
But
they stored cabinets there and stuff. I don't know.
they had about every single cabinet they ever made. You may have saw the video
Yeah.
I did where I
And
walked all the
distributed-
gold
That's
cabs.
cool.
Those are cool gold cabs.
You were a lot smarter than me because I had a 4K camera with me, and I never even took it out once that whole time. I could have shot some really great video, but I just got involved in the live stream that night, and I never stopped.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest with you. I had no plan whatsoever, and you were doing your thing, and P Dubs is doing his thing, and there was other people just sitting there or playing games, and I'm like, I go, you know what? I think they showed these gold cabs in different videos from time to time, but I think this is the perfect opportunity for me to make a video of all these gold cabs.
Yeah.
So I was looking for something that somebody else wasn't doing. I'm not gonna lie.
So Goofy Foot saying
You
they
did
only
good.
had
Your
a
video was
handful
awesome at the
left.
Game and Brew Steps.
Mitchell
Yeah,
B saying not many
exactly.
cabs
Video.
left, and Miami Tiger Arcade saying I wish iiRcade would relocate to Florida. I don't see
It'd be
them.
cheaper.
I don't
too,
see that
though.
they're gonna relocate because if you think about it, like I'm assuming, like John and Michael live in the area,
In Chicago, yeah.
you know, so it'd be like to just pick up and go to another state is more than just getting an office. They would have to, you know, move and sell their homes and move somewhere else. So it'd be a lot.
Oh, absolutely. And it probably costs more the further west you go.
So our buddy Cuddles is requesting a link. You guys keep the show going for a few minutes.
Yeah,
I'll
send it
get
to
a
him
link over to
privately.
him.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Anyway, hey,
Whoa.
whoa.
whoa! My head got cut
So-
off there for a second. Right on.
So
Yeah, sorry, I
I've-
screwed the whole layup. Thanks, Cuddles. You screwing my show up, but I'll
all
get
right,
you a
we're
link.
good. It's
Doesn't
going
matter.
now. Oh, okay.
This is the
Well,
private show.
I
split the
just
screen,
bought
not me.
Members only.
on sale. I just bought all the rest of the Toplin games. I just bought them all. I have them all now.
Well done.
Yeah, and they're permanently on there. Like once you have them, you never have to worry about it because then you have all the Toplin games on one machine.
I've
Well,
been watching Shmup Junkie like a lot, and Shmup
love that guy.
Junkie is awesome. And he'll like hype up a game and he'll like a shooter, and then you're like, oh, I'm buying Fire Shark right now. Like,
Yes.
Shmup Junkie is amazing, and
I
like
s- Yes,
It'll
and
tell
I
you
how
saw
to
you
play the
link that
drums.
channel today, Steps. I was like, oh, I am so happy that I'm not the only one that knows about his channel. His channel is huge. And that guy, like, he plays every single shoot 'em
all the
up
Shmup,
out
all
there
of them for the shoot 'em up.
and does like such detailed like reviews about everything. Great channel.
Yeah, and I mean, for me personally, Toplin is I would say my number one reason to have an iiRcade is probably Toplin. And the thing that made me get an iiRcade from the very beginning was that they got Dragon's Lair, way back when they did the Kickstarter. Because there was Dragon's Lair was not even on the horizon for Arcade 1-Up at that time. But
Hey, before Cuddles gets in here and turns this into a big negative fest,
yeah,
while we're having our party that he's going
Yeah.
to come in and try to ruin.
Yay.
no Debbie Downers.
Let's get back to what's going on with iiRcade. So John did stream today and then mentioned in the stream that this will be the last one happening from the Lair, that the people that own the building are selling it and they have to move. So
Yeah.
It's a sad day.
but he also hinted at some other stuff. He kind of hinted at a point that I brought up on that Michael B stream that we were on, saying that when I was saying that someone else is taking over, doing the cabinets. Do they store cabinets in there almost like a warehouse when they're not using it like for the parties? I don't know.
I ever heard
Maybe
they
the
shipped
reason why
directly
when-
from there was the glass. I don't even know if they had the cabs there. I think they had them at a warehouse or something.
You got to understand that place is, I'm telling you, we were talking about it.
There you go.
It's big. Like you go up to the second floor and there's this whole long hallway with different places that you can go in. That's possibly theirs too. Then there's like a hallway that goes out to a patio, and then you can turn where John was today, and that is like an entire iiRcade museum of like the history of all their cabinets, all in there that you could see. But before you get into that room, there's another huge room with like a bunch of just the standard iiRcades, with not the ones with like Dragon's Lair and all those. It's just the regular ones. There's like a whole line of them in there. And then you walk into that room, that's the museum. And then if you go into the room right next to it, that's the studio. And then the studio, and the studio is like, you got the desk, you got the backdrop, and then they have like wood flooring, but it only goes up to the point that you wouldn't see it if you were off camera at that point. You know what I mean? Kind of like a legitimate studio. It's just, you see what you need to see on the video, but the whole room isn't like that.
The whole room isn't like that. Interesting.
Let's say what's up to our
Just tells you how
good
much they got
friend
to
who
move.
I miss so
They're gonna be
much
busy with
on this
moving
show,
everything.
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm not like ready. I was
who
like,
now
oh,
goes by Miami Tiger.
Miami Tiger.
I expected like a leopard print shirt.
No, I have a picture over there that says
That's the Eye of the
Miami
Tiger
Tiger.
song playing.
Yeah,
This is the most
Yeah.
basic I've ever seen him, I think.
I know. He's
Let
like,
me we'll get back to Miami Tiger in a second, but let me explain then too. Then you go into the main room, which is huge. It's like a huge open space where they had literally every single iiRcade. It was almost like an arcade that night. They had every gold, even ones that you'll never see, with every design you can imagine. They had all the Gen 1s, even the Mutant League football one, all lined up. And then there's like offices in there that you can go in. So it is a huge space if a lot of people don't work there. So I did wonder, like, what do they do with all that space when they're not having like a huge party?
it's Chicago, man. Real estate's probably cheap out there,
It's not Chicago though. It's not like
It's a suburb.
Yeah, it's like the suburbs
North,
outside
I
of
think.
Chicago. It's
North
probably
suburb.
like a 40-minute drive from Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This will be.
It definitely was a lot of space. You could Google the address and you could see that it's being turned into short-term office space rental. So that's what's going to happen to it. Like people could rent the office, all different offices in that suite for like a day, for like $100 or whatever. So
Oh.
whoever owns it now, that's what they're turning it into.
So I did figure steps that people would be searching because everyone always wants to be a detective. Kind of like that Brock character in the new game that we got today. So I kind of figured that, whatever John would say, there would be some investigators like saying, is this legitimate? So I'm glad that you cleared that up, that it really is, being turned. They probably figured they can get more money out of that place, right?
Yeah.
Break it up into a bunch of smaller cubicle offices.
Yeah, so like a lot of people, they work from home, or maybe they just want to get out. Maybe their house is too noisy and they need a quiet office space to work. We got a lot of those in Indianapolis. I've gone to them to, do work or whatnot, and so that's probably what's going on. They're trying to get those types of people because they're probably making more money that way.
So do you think John should have done that stream today, like somber, and then announce that? Or do you think, or
Well,
do
it
you
is
think it's
what it
better
is.
not to say that, or is it better that he does that and they're very open with
Yeah,
the
The open
community?
is because if nothing happens in
Yeah,
the
open.
next 2 or 3 months,
Open,
it's
yeah.
like, what's going on, man? What's going on? You know.
Yeah.
So it's good
He's explaining why.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
And rightly so.
people are gonna understand. Yeah, it's not going so well right now. You know, people will get it.
I was going to invite him to come
more
on here tonight, but
transparency.
he was saying like during the show earlier that he was like
He's
a
not
little
feeling
sick,
well.
so I didn't want to
Feeling
bug him.
good.
No. And then they're gonna be busy moving all that stuff. You say how big their office is. They got to move everything out of there.
Yeah,
Right.
moving
And put it in
company.
stores.
Yeah.
That's gonna take some time and effort.
I think he said
Oh,
he
yeah.
already had some stuff in stores too. So
No. So that's gonna take a lot of their time. And then looking for a new place. So yeah, they're gonna be going dark for a while.
Yeah.
So
Sacro
But they
saying
said-
if it wasn't addressed, as soon as someone found out, they would say they were going out of business. So maybe
Yeah,
John got
you're
in
right.
front of it, you know,
absolutely.
before
Because
that
yeah,
can happen.
that's the only reason why I brought up what was happening to the suite, because like I was like, you know what, here it is, you know.
but they said they'll still be working like remotely, like from their homes and stuff like that. It's more
Yeah.
like the customer service is gonna slow down because they don't have their
Rainwater's
offices.
making that point, saying, do you think they'll realize they can operate everything they need by working from home? And they probably can. Don't they have an
Yeah, that's what
office
I'm
in
saying.
Korea too?
That's what I'm saying. They could probably put out games and stuff like that and do all that stuff. But as for like the customer service and getting hardware, like that's gonna slow down.
No,
Like,
you
if you
get,
have any claims.
you get the people to do that at home. Like when I call,
Yeah, it's gonna
AT&T
slow
or
down though.
something,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
they're at their houses. You know, they're
Uh,
like, I'm doing it at my house.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
we'll
gonna-
need to take over if they're not going to do a Friday show for a bit. We'll need to substitute.
Don't have to answer phones.
Hi, this is game days, but we have absolutely no idea what's going on.
Oh,
See you next week.
Basically, Cuddles designed a Commodore 64 game, and we're gonna release that today.
no,
So
Ichabod
Cuddles,
Crane.
Ichabod Crane in the house.
Ichabod
Welcome to our
Hey, what's
private
that?
shills party
Let
tonight.
us know if you want a link. This is a private
Appreciate
party.
you being here. So Cuddles, how much did you hate all the games today? And go.
No.
you know, I'm just saying they need a game where it's replayable. I think Nick's brought this up. We need a game.
Yes.
Like I want to get Trucks in 2, but the truth is I'll finish it in 25 minutes like I did the first time. And
You're
it's
not finishing Trucks in 2 in
Not
25
taking-
It
minutes.
loops,
finishing
it
Trucks
loops,
and
doesn't
it
it?
loops.
Like
It
yeah,
does,
all the
but
tokens
it's
on-
like a
forever.
1 hour
Yeah.
run in that game.
Okay. Yeah.
Brad and Casey together
But
two
I
of them in
understand.
there
I
took
understand
almost
what
an hour.
your point. What your point's trying to be, Cuddles, is just like you buy a game that you could
I know what he's talking about.
only
Like,
get like so much enjoyment out of, and then it's just
Yeah,
like
the
move on to
third
something
time you're
else.
playing it, it's
Yeah.
just like, okay, I know what's gonna happen next. It's like
so Cuddles, what do you think is the last game they put out that captured that feeling?
Yes.
well, definitely what's it called? Galacticon and the other one,
Saturn?
Saturnine?
Saturnine.
Yeah.
Saturn's infinitely playable.
I'm gonna have
What's
to
that?
agree with
Wizard
that.
of Walls?
Wizard of Walls was great.
Yeah, that's up there.
Yeah.
If
Also,
I had
like,
high, if I said play Trucks and with 1 credit, I would love to see anybody be able to get through that game in 1
Yes.
credit. I don't even think that's possible.
It's
Is there another game
possible.
there, Cuddles, you were
Hard.
gonna say?
yeah, there's a game called A Blast from the Past. I have it on my channel. I just recorded footage. I don't know if you want me to share it. It's pretty much Galaga. Galaga? Yeah.
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 But
that top down, yeah.
if people want to see it, I don't know. What do you think? Should I share it? We'll do Cuddles Corner in the private stream.
Well, you don't leave us hanging. You mentioned a game.
Yeah,
You wanna
now
do
you
Cuddles
mentioned
Corner?
it. Yeah,
You
it's-
mentioned it.
Go
We gotta
grab it,
see
Cuddles
yeah.
Corner back.
Got
He's
it.
back
We gotta see it now.
tonight
Okay.
only. Command Performance.
Go for it, my friend. I'd like to
Here
see
it is. Cuddles
I'd like to see
Corner
it.
back. See what we got here.
So this is-
Ooh,
this
I
game
like,
is-
Oh,
I like
shit,
that.
that looks good.
I like the
That looks
texture
good.
back here.
It's bucks.
Look at that. That's smooth animation too.
Brand
I like
new.
that. I like that. The sound effects. The sound effects are appropriate.
It is kind of like a little bit like Galaxian.
Yeah, it's a lot
Galaga.
of Galaga. What if you can double ships? Can you double up the ships?
I haven't gotten that far.
You can play this with a spinner too.
Yeah, definitely spinner.
Okay, so let me show you the other game. Let me show you the other game now.
I wanted to see if you could steal a ship. Oh.
What's the other game?
Okay, so the other game,
Or you sold us on that one. You didn't even have to say anything.
Pretty good. Yeah.
yeah, I know.
It's Galaga-esque. You sold me on it.
So let me explain that this game you could play multiplayer, and it's good. Let me see. Let me get it. Hold on. It's good because it's not demanding. It's not a very demanding game. Jeff bought it and we played for a couple hours, and he's like, "Man, this is strangely addictive." And
Is the coin pushing game that I heard about? The coin pushing game?
Yeah, I think it's.
I heard it's.
Oh yeah, we heard all about this.
Yeah,
Are you ready to show it?
This.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I was talking about this all week.
Cuddles Corner Part 2.
Okay, now it looks stupid.
It's fun. It is fun. I heard it was really fun.
I heard the explanation behind this game and I was like captivated. I was like, it actually looks cooler than I imagined it.
I know. Somebody said the F word. The
I heard
F
there
word.
was like
Fun.
Yeah, I heard there was like
The F
bosses
word.
in this.
Yeah, that's a boss right now. Look,
You can level up your coin pusher.
So
The
the
Dead
thing is,
Samurai, rank 16.
if you play multiplayer,
That looks
Carl
cool.
wants to know what's the name of these games. What's the name of the first one?
old coin push the other one. I don't know. That's on my channel.
All right, this is
So-
old coin pusher.
So what I understand is you only get ammo for the coins that fall that are pushing over. So I could see that. You're like,
Yeah.
and then you fire the coins back out.
And
So
before,
you
like I
got
have in there 36,000 coins. So
Dude,
I'm not
how
gonna-
great! Like, who thought about this? Like,
Pretty cool.
I'm gonna make a coin
remember
pusher
the-
arcade game.
They used to have this at the youth fair, like the county fair back in the 70s. I remember.
Sacros like put the other game back on.
No, but
I'm trying to see. Is there an ammo
But this one
meter?
has bosses, Sacro.
Yeah, is there an ammo meter?
Now,
'Cause I'm trying to
Cuddles,
see it.
wait a
Like,
minute. I just want to make sure
continually
that
tossing
it's clear.
coins.
Cuddles is saying that this game is better than Truxton 2.
yeah,
Are you kidding me?
I love
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah,
much.
top left.
This
I
is
Top
just,
better than
corner.
Truxton
I just
2.
noticed
Better than
that
Truxton
Cuddles is
2.
behind the joystick.
I think so.
You can't
He's got a
even
ball
see
for
him.
a head.
Okay, let me explain how it goes.
He's trying to
see
be
it.
Didn't that happen to P-Dubs too? Hold on, Cuddles.
Okay,
Let's be
Cuddles,
polite.
there we go.
There you
Thank
go.
you. Thank you.
36,000.
Thank you.
Countdown, yeah.
Okay, so
Alright, go
there's
ahead.
bales of hay, right? And so when you get a bale of hay in your bucket, then you get a prize, and those are the prizes over there, right?
All I
And
see
so-
is gold.
No.
Oh,
but
so you
look.
kind of want to scoot over
So
and
when I
grab
pick
it
up
as
a
it's falling.
prize, you see my green bar on the bottom.
The
Yeah.
hell kind of game is this?
Yeah. So when,
Yeah,
when I get a prize, okay, here's another bale of hay. So the bale of hay is going to bring a prize. But see, I just got watch my green bar at the bottom. It went
Yeah.
up, and so I get those green things. And when the green thing is filled up, then I get like a neon thing, and you have to catch it, and you can upgrade your ship like that.
Yes.
Okay, you ready for the name of this game since Cuddles doesn't know?
Yeah,
the name
it's
of the
called
game?
Welcome
Oh,
to
this
the
one?
final
No,
episode
this one I
of
know
Cuddles
the name.
Corner.
It's old Coin Pusher Friends 2. It just came out.
Yes.
But it's good. Just imagine this on the iiRcade. So
I
it's
can't.
simple. No, it's simple.
I'm not saying I wouldn't like it.
Can you imagine
What?
the trolling?
I could
that
almost
will get
imagine
this
the
You
game.
gotta
feedback.
watch it more. You gotta watch it more to
It's
see the
probably
power
fun,
ups.
though.
That's the problem.
no, it is fun.
It is
has
fun,
math.
for sure.
The
You know,
week
not-
this comes out on iiRcade, I'm not doing a show.
Don't knock it until you
No,
try
it's
it.
it's
I didn't
about
say I
those
wouldn't
prizes.
like it. It looks cool. Look at that. There's a boss. How could you
Yeah,
not like
that's
it?
game
pretty
that-
cool.
that you-
Don't
you
knock
know-
it till you try it, says Jeff Rainwater.
But this would work well with our multiplayer system because it's not demanding.
Oh, look at this in special, but look at it. And then, oh man,
Jeff says it's not better than Truxton 2.
How much does this cost? You
but
might have
this is
said,
a
but I
lot
wasn't
better than
listening.
a lot of games on iiRcade.
No, Truxton 2 is
I
better.
I might
But
pick this
Truxton
game
2
up.
Truxton 2 only lasts what, an hour? This you
Yeah.
could play infinitely.
No one's
looks
watching,
fun.
so I'll be able to say I would probably play this one over the first one. The first one was cool though, but
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never seen anything like this
I'd
before.
rather have the
I
first
would-
game.
Yeah, I would rather.
Yeah, but
almost-
we've done
I'm
the
a
first
weirdo.
one
I'd
before,
probably rather
Steph.
have-
How many
I'd
more
probably
times do
rather
we
have
have to
the
play
coin
the
pusher.
same
Look at this. Here we
games?
go. Oh my god.
I've
here
never
comes
seen
Menace.
this before.
Oh,
goes.
we're rich.
Oh, look at it.
Big
Oh,
money.
big money.
Big money.
Look at it. Here we
Whammy.
go. This is the game right
I
here.
have a
This is what you
vacuum
want to
also,
see.
so
Look at all the good stuff you get.
Well,
I know.
you know,
People
who
like
would need?
this.
We
Cuddles
wouldn't
knows how
even
to
need
pick
to have a casino
bangers.
cade for this.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, I mean this
Look at- look at-
like you say, who needs a casino Kate if you had this?
Right
They
there.
should put this out as a free
Let's see this
title.
upgrade.
no, it's a
All
$6
this
game.
made me want like
Good.
slot machine game for the
That would be
iRcade.
fun.
Look at all that.
$6
Prize
game. It's worth
appeared.
$6.
30 points.
I mean, hell, Michael could probably program a slot machine game.
Synchro said this makes desktop basketball look good.
I agree.
What's that-
350 when we bought
what's
it.
that-
Yeah. Yep.
What's it called when you like fold the little football out of paper and then you like flip it with your finger?
So is this like a competition?
remember playing that as a
multiplayer?
kid.
Like,
Dude, where the fuck do you find these games? Like, do you just like
Dude, I
Yeah,
play
no
all-
real life coin pushers as epic as
I play
this.
all the cheap, kind of interesting retro indie titles. I'm a curator now, so I paid for this one, but a lot of companies are sending me free titles, but they all suck.
Yeah, this one looks good.
Yeah,
You got bosses. What's not to
Yeah.
like?
now where's the
and
upgrade?
what are you doing
on
now?
that?
You're shooting your coins at the boss?
yeah.
Yeah, your coin meter does go down every time you shoot. I
Yeah, I'm
noticed that.
Cuddles #1. That's a good game. So I got the green thing right here. So
So what happens when the timer runs in? Like this is a time-based level.
Yeah, like how do you lose in
Oh
this
no,
game?
you have to
What
kill
happens at
the,
the
you have
end
to
here?
kill the boss by that time. So here's the green thing coming down. So you see, like in my upper left hand corner, it says 27. So when I get that, it's going to say 28. And you know, you can buy upgrades with.
Yeah, I want to see the upgrade because that's where the game we're not part of we're seeing right now.
So that went up to 28. Let me
Can
get-
you imagine the
you gotta see it.
leaderboards on this
You gotta-
game though?
You gotta see that upgrading section.
Bet you the leaderboards would be on a really great game for that.
I think it's at
All right, the boss is. I was like, it started looking. It was the same boss
here
every
we go. Here
time.
we go.
Here's
Here's
upgrades.
the upgrade. This is what the game. What's going to make the game is
Yeah.
this like
Rocket
roguelike.
Expansion. You could move faster and slower. Your jackpot's bigger, smaller. Reduce the interval between coin launches. There's a vacuum. I have a vacuum, so I can suck them all out, but it takes time.
Yeah, because there's got to be a reason why we're collecting all these coins, and this
Yeah.
is it. This is the
Yeah,
reason.
this is the reason.
Yes. Yes.
So that's it. I like it, man.
There's the addictive quality. It's all about
Exactly.
getting the levels, getting those levels up.
Rainwater
games
said
like
he
that.
lost on a boss several times. If it's possible to be bad,
Got to level
with a
up with
coin
those
pusher,
power
that's
ups.
him.
Does Rainwater play this game?
Yeah,
He played it with
apparently he
played it with
does.
Miami.
He
Tiger.
told us all about it. Like
Oh, okay.
all week he was talking about this game.
he gave like a 10-minute, 15-minute description on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
That I
but-
we
listened.
get to see it.
but like it's addictive, you know.
It
But
looks
rather-
different than I imagined it in my mind.
Yeah,
Old
looks
coin pusher
More
friends
like
too.
more
yeah.
photorealistic.
Yeah, but that's what we need, more modern games like that on
Yeah.
this machine.
Carlos, I
It's
thought
so-
we were friends. I see what's going on here. Like you're just like you're
Jeff
just like
knows.
bypassing me
It's
and
like-
going to Rainwater and
Yeah.
sharing games with him.
Jeff, he
What
likes
the hell's
Jeff
going on
knows.
here?
Okay.
You know, Jeff
You
was the original.
I don't take
I
it
like-
personally.
I like-
onto the,
I like
I like it when you
time-wasting games.
you contact me and I get to play too.
You're at the
Time waster
live.
games
You're
are
at the
amazing.
live. Even cut out.
I think
Yeah.
Rainwater needs to come back on here and talk about his rooster story. That was hilarious.
Yeah, you got to tell us about how you got attacked by a cock.
Oh my God! Don't say that.
It's
say that.
politically correct. It's a
Don't say
rooster. It's
that.
another name for a rooster.
rooster.
That's right. There's nothing wrong with that.
All right. So we were talking about the office
Yeah.
moving, and I think
Yes.
the point that was made, that I think it was by Rainwater as well, that in this day and age, why can't you do stuff from home? Is it
Yeah.
like some businesses you
No,
have
you
to have an
couldn't.
office?
You can
to
do
be-
it from home.
It's just better productivity, and because you're at the office and you get to talk to people in person. It's just a different working dynamic and atmosphere. It's not the
Yeah.
same working at home.
I mean, if everything is like how John says it, you would imagine that they don't want to move, but you can also use that as an opportunity to downsize if you don't need all that space. Because I really do feel that there are going to be new iiRcade cabinets coming in the future, but they're not going to have to deal with that on their end. So if they're just going to be focusing on software, why do they need all that space?
They need a warehouse
like-
storage. That's it.
It's not like people are going up
for
every
the
day
cabinet,
playing on all
yeah.
those iiRcades.
Yeah.
You know, they
just been proven people can work at home.
Yeah.
well, it's been proven you can do that.
But you
You
gotta
know.
have storage space if you're gonna make hardware. You gotta have a warehouse.
I would
Good
try
work
to
out.
shill the existing cabinets to help them get rid of them, but I'm pretty sure
Well, that's what
everybody in
they're
this
doing.
chat. I'm sure everybody in this chat already has one.
Yeah, we all have them. You're
Those
preaching to the
cabinets are gonna be
gospel,
gone. You don't have to worry about
to
that.
the
Those
choir.
cabinets
I
are getting
mean,
sold.
preaching to the choir here. We all have iiRcades.
I do see a lot of videos incoming, like doom and gloom. I already saw Biggie D tonight because Biggie D's like he's like a legitimate newsman, so he knows how to get you in. So
Yeah, he's
he
like,
already put his post tonight saying, you know, sad news, sad day for iiRcade. So the
That's
people
right.
that weren't watching are gonna be like, "Whoa, what the hell's going on?" I'm gonna watch Biggie D's. You know, he's like
tonight at 11.
he left you on a cliffhanger. If you want to
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what the sad news is, you're gonna have to tune into Biggie D,
What is he-
the next
Or you-
big thing
Or you
in
could
home arcade YouTube.
or you could rewatch the.
Biggie's not here tonight because he's not a member. I was
Not a
invited
member.
him to be on the panel.
But let's be real. Michael runs the whole operation.
Michael did a lot. Michael was doing a lot of heavy lifting.
I mean-
And will do.
What we saw
Yes.
tonight is John really doesn't know a lot. It seems like Michael's the man. Michael runs the show. Without Michael, it's like what?
I think he knows a lot, but
Well, yeah,
he's
'cause-
not as good as Michael as hiding what he
No,
knows. he
no,
just says,
no.
"Yeah, I don't know anything."
Well, plus,
And
John
you
goes
imagine the
overseas,
courage.
right?
Like,
So,
I feel like he was there by himself. Like, it seemed like he was all by himself doing that stream or whatever. It seemed like, you know, imagine the courage John must have had.
But there was a lot of I don't know, you know,
Yeah.
which proves like I'm telling you, Michael runs the company. It's like,
Sorry, I'm not trying to make you seasick. I was just trying to have a little fun.
and that's no disrespect.
little
It's just,
shocking.
it's just what I picked
Yeah.
up. It's like
I mean-
Michael runs the show.
You know,
well, it just makes sense because Jean goes on the trips overseas, so someone
Yeah.
has to be here to hold the fort, right?
Yeah.
And
I mean-
run operations. So
to be fair, Biggie D did have a good criticism. I mean, he said, you know, if you get evicted from your home, I mean, you look for another place, you know, and that sounds like what they're doing. But you know, it's a shame that it wasn't like seamless. There's not going to be. Apparently, there's going to be a gap, right?
it's just it is what it is. It's the economy.
It is what it is.
People want more money for rent, and
Mhm.
you know
They do. Happened to me.
and people that
I just
own
had to move
buildings
within a year,
and
past a
people-
year.
and people own buildings, and when they
Mm-hmm.
retire, they want to sell it, so they sell it, and then that's the retirement, and maybe that's what
Sure.
happened in this case.
Yeah,
Let
from
me
what
say-
Step says, if they're going to break it up into smaller units, that's more
Yeah.
money.
More
and
money.
yeah, and that's what the new
All about
owners
the
will
money.
probably do because in this economy, rent is going up. So yeah,
Make a
that's the
poll about
thing.
what? Rainwater
So,
wants us
Jeff,
to make a poll.
Jeff,
I'm going to
that
make
comment
polls.
was not needed.
Well, I'm going to make polls during game fight.
The insurance for my condo, like I'm talking like I'm on the board. So like there's 96 units. It was 82,000. It went up to 182,000. So insurance is what's
Through the roof.
because of what happened with the towers in Miami where they fell. It's like, so a lot of insurance companies are leaving Florida. Well, the Tri-County area, Miami, Broward, and Palm Beach.
All right, you guys are starting to depress me. This is supposed to be
I
a
know.
freaking
No,
party.
What's a party?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
ruining my party. Stop ruining my party.
The
talking
point
about
being
the
is that
news
they have to look
on
for another
Saturday.
place, and it's not going to be easy. So we don't know
No.
when they're going to be back up and running at capacity like they once were. So we just have to wait on that.
But they could do it at home, like
Oh no, like I said, they can do the software side at home. Like we'll still get games and
Yeah,
stuff coming up
yeah.
most likely. But as for any
I don't know
customer
what's like-
service related stuff where you need hardware,
But
This is
then-
the worst party
it's
ever.
gonna
So-
slow down.
No, really.
We're talking about insurance at a party.
so
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So-
I need another beer.
This party sucks.
it seemed like the software was unlikely, but I must have missed
the software. The software will be unlikely because they can do that from home and stuff.
Oh,
like
I mean, Okay, so the software will continue.
Yeah, it should.
don't care
It
about
should.
the
The software could cut. It's the hardware side of it. Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
like Johnny said itself, the customer service side is going to
I thought
slow
the
down. That's
games-
why like you're not getting emails responded back quickly and stuff like. It's just something we have to work with. It's a transition period, right? So
Yeah.
It took me, I don't know, 3 or 4 days to get a response from customer service on a question I asked.
yeah,
And
I'm
the
still
person,
waiting.
The
Yeah.
person that responded was Deus. So that was Monday. Because I was trying to get my old ID back, but I ended up making a brand new ID Sunday because I had no choice. But it's fine. I was only really on one leaderboard anyway. So I just have to get back.
Yeah,
All right,
so-
before I leave
Don't you worry,
my
they're not
own
going out of
party,
business.
yeah, it does need more dancing girls, but I don't have any of those here. Oh my goodness, I'm totally screwing up. I completely knocked my microphone out. Hold on, this is the
I can
worst.
still hear you though.
You sound great.
You
So
sound
which
great.
is better, R-Type Leo or Truxton 2? Yeah,
Ooh, I'm going to go with R-Type.
There we go.
Trucks and two.
Our tape, Leo.
Trucks and two.
I
Are you
love
guys?
Copeland,
Is that
but
everyone's
I like
hanging out?
R-Type Leo
Cuddles, are you hanging out for
R-Type Leo
game
is
fight?
great.
I wish our type was
Yeah,
more
why not?
shooter.
All right,
I mean,
cool.
this is
Vote on some
private.
games.
The thing I like that it's private. Brad isn't going to rebroadcast it and say, "Look,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna rebroadcast.
Wait, what are you talking about?
tomorrow?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, so yeah.
Tomorrow's the
It'll be a
rebroadcast.
rerun.
Tomorrow is the
The,
rebroadcast.
the only thing people aren't going to get tomorrow is they're not going to get
the pre-show or
the
after
before
show.
show, and they're not going to get. Yeah, we're
There'll be
sticking
no
around when the
pre-show
show
or
ends
after show at
tonight.
all on
That's
those.
right.
And the show usually
Yay.
ends. We usually hang out
Right.
for a little bit. So tonight we'll still be here hanging out when the show ends, and it will be going live out to the
Private party.
members of the channel. But when Brad rebroadcasts tomorrow,
Rebroadcast.
oh shit,
That's
don't
true.
put my
the
name."
rebroadcast, there will be.
the rebroadcast.
Here's what you're not going to get
Rebroadcast.
tomorrow.
Broadcast.
You're not going to get the pre-show talk. You're not going to get the after-show talk, and we're completely cutting Cuddles out. It was like he was never
Yeah.
even
Yeah,
here.
yeah, cut me out.
Even
We'll have
any
to blur
reference of
Cuddles.
Cuddles
Don't
will
put
be
my
cut
name.
out of tomorrow's show.
Put like a
Even
happy
though,
face
even though
sticker
we
on.
all, even though we all love Cuddles.
Yes.
Cuddles is a shill exclusive.
Well, when I said John doesn't really know what's going on,
Yeah,
that's gonna be like public.
they're wearing the proper
Yes.
white
Oh
shirt.
shit. Oh, God.
Yes, this is only a
I
private
was
party
tired.
tonight.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh,
So Brad gets to capitalize tomorrow off the
man.
rebroadcast for the people that
Yep.
didn't watch tonight.
oh man, this is bad.
Yes.
You'll be fine. Couldn't have a worse week than me.
Oh,
Not even possible. So
yeah.
Rainwater says Jean
That's,
loves you.
that's exactly it. I don't want to be canceled. I don't want to be like, you know.
Goofy Foot wants to know again,
You won't
what's the
be.
name of the Galaga clone?
It's on my.
What's the name of the Galaga clone?
You said it like twice already.
Miami Tiger Arcade. I don't know, man.
What's up with the pink
Oh.
hands? Is that like a new thing? I keep seeing these now.
Oh, I can't remember.
It must be a new emoji. We have some
Yeah, it's
custom
like
ones
the
here.
Emojis, like when
that
you
all
go
the
to your
show members
emojis,
can
that's
use.
like the first row now. It's in the first, like the emojis that pull up.
And we have, I think there's over like 20 members now. So I could probably start making some more.
Somebody said, "Who's Cuddles?"
custom
That's
emojis.
not Bono. Yeah, we have Bono
Bono.
on here from
Bono,
you too,
yeah.
right?
The
Bono.
Oh, I thought you meant Sonny Bono. You know the guy that died in the
Yeah,
scene.
you too.
have no name.
Oh no, yeah, not Sunny and Cher. No,
Oh.
no, no.
Jeez, Steps.
The man who has no name.
Way to make this party fun.
Bono,
Talking
Bono.
about people getting killed in ski
I
accidents.
thought this was a funeral
Bono.
movie.
Brad, you better edit this down and like add like some party
I'm
music
gonna have
in
to
tomorrow.
chop this apart in my movie maker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to chop this all apart.
You use Microsoft Movie Maker?
Edit
Is
it
that
to
what
make
you're
it
doing?
look like the show was
it's,
actually
I don't know
good.
who makes it, but I have a program I use.
You're
I'll make
gonna
us
have to
look
start tonight once we finish, and maybe it'll be done by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you guys ready to do game fight?
Let's do
I
game
look forward
fight.
to this all week.
I've been too.
Go ahead.
We have
It's great. We got
only
the whole
members
crew
in,
here.
in the
Game fight.
channel
We got
tonight,
the whole
so
crew. Let's do a
if
game
we don't
fight.
all agree on these titles tonight, you know,
Goes to the chat.
please,
That's right.
everybody that's watching, don't forget to vote.
Lightsaber.
All right, you ready to start it up? I got a bunch of new
Game
games
fight.
on the wheel, so we
Okay,
got
let's do it.
Rigid Force Redo on there. There's John.
Wait a minute. We got Jong Shin. Yes, Cuddles.
Yeah, yes,
Nothing you said is
Too late.
correct, but he still loves you anyway.
Oh, I got busted.
Yes.
He still loves you.
John's
That's
actually
why
a
we
member.
love Jong.
I love you.
He
That's
is
why
an actual
Jong-
member. So
Jong is the
He's-
man.
He's not feeling well, so you know.
I know.
yeah, I was gonna invite him on tonight to hang out, but if he's not feeling well, I'm not gonna bug him. But so Cuddles, you can be in the replay now because you already got busted.
You already got busted. Jong knows he doesn't care.
It doesn't matter.
So you're good.
All right, so you guys ready to do game fight?
Let's do it.
Game.
Let's roll.
All
Fight.
right, let's get started. Where's my?
Boom, boom.
Here it is. All right, welcome back to another 4 rounds
Time.
game fight. We
Game
got
fight.
5 judges tonight. If we all can't agree on
5
which game
judges.
wins the fight, you know what's going to happen. It's going to go to the chat room, and our show members will steal the vote from us. So
Right.
let's spin the wheel to find out the first game stepping into the game fight arena.
Including Jong. Jong's going to get the vote. Shout out to Sacro, Mitchell B.
Here we go.
What are games?
Is this
Zero
going to be a
wing.
final fight right off
Zero
the bat?
wing. Zero wing.
Nope, it is zero wing.
Zero win.
We got zero wing. All
In the
right,
blue corner, it is zero wing.
I
let's
just
find
watched it
out.
last
Where the
night.
blue joystick is. Yeah,
The
blue
shoot 'em up
joystick
going up against zero wing.
is zero wing.
Oh.
Oh, and in the red joystick corner,
You trust it.
Battle Lane.
Battle Lane 5.
It is Battle Lane
This
Volume
is an
5.
easy one.
Question is there a 1 through 4? Because I've never
Yeah.
seen them anywhere.
Battle
They're
Lane
not, they're not
5.
in the iiRcade
Maybe
store.
5
I'm
was
looking.
the only.
And here's
Nope.
the bigger question.
Nope.
How on earth did this game wind up in the shoot 'em up
I
category?
don't know. It's in the
We'll
shoot
let
'em up.
people decide because I still don't get how it's in there, but it is in there.
Yeah.
So
It is
I had
on
to
there.
add it to
It
the
is in there.
competition.
Yeah.
So let's check out a few minutes of footage of zeroing. there it is, a few minutes of gameplay footage of zeroing going up against this one. Jung, I see you there in the chat, Jung. Could someone please, like, I know you guys are busy moving, but could someone please make this game easier? This could be the most rage-inducing game I've ever played in my life. It's so freaking hard. So, like, I'm literally only going to have, like, a minute of gameplay footage, and I think I had to edit it together just to put something together. This is Battle Lane Volume 5.
What's happening, Chaotic? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Hollywood Polo. Papa Brad's Gaming, Brooklyn. Have you played Monster Arise Ascension? An amazing turn-based party RPG on Steam. Not played that. There, Brooklyn. To Brooklyn Menace. Knicks.
Thank God.
There it is. Battle Lane Volume 5. Would you consider that a shoot 'em up? Watching that? Like a shoot 'em up on a motorcycle?
It's a hybrid.
I guess so. It is. Dude, that game is... It's ridiculous. Nix, I don't even think you can beat that game. I'm not kidding.
The thing is, you can't shoot at everything that the game throws at you. You just have to find a safe path, it seems.
Correct.
Like.
And I kind of realized at the end of doing that recording that at the end, you just need to blow up the door. I was trying to shoot all the guys coming out, and it just didn't work out. But I finally figured it out. But it's like, it's so hard to even get to that part at the end of that first level that I just gave up. Well, maybe one of you will play it.
Like a rage-filled motorcycle USA.
That's what makes it the quarter muncher, because it gets your it's the greed factor of the points, so it makes you want to shoot everything, but really you shouldn't be. You need to avoid some things, and shoot others.
Probably. You got to also save up your like bombs and that. Whatever that you shoot.
So it's just strategically
I'm giving this one to Zero Wing. Zero Wing is a legit shoot 'em up. And even though Zero Wing is hard, it's playable. That Battle Lane Volume 5 is ridiculous. Let's bring Papa Brad in.
Absolutely. What? Toplin game, Zero Wing. You know I got to go with that. You know I got to. How can I vote?
Your vote is for...
Zero Wing.
There we go.
100%.
Steps Gaming. What do you think?
Zero Wing is great because it's a Toplin shooter, but it's kind of got it's going horizontally instead. It's got those R-type vibes. It's got a great soundtrack, which a good shooter has to have. I think it hits its mission pretty well. The other game, I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't played that one. I've played a lot of these shooters. I own like 30 of them. But I'm gonna go with Zero Wing.
Okay. Let's bring in. I'm trying to think between these two. All right, let's bring in Nix. Go ahead.
All right, so pretty much it's going to be Zero Wing this time. Now the other game, Battlezone Volume 5, it has potential, but there's a lot of things that are wrong with it. For one, that bike level, for what we see, you can't even see your own projectile. It blends into the background. So there's some color palette.
That is true.
There.
It could have been a little bit in the. I don't know if it's in the video, but in the game, I wasn't seeing that as much.
Yeah, the video you could barely see your projectiles. What I was watching, so that was hard. The difficulty, like you did mention, it could be a tad turned down, but maybe we're not understanding the strategy of the game. Maybe it's worth another look. Like I said, it has potential, but like I said, Zero Winks takes at this time. It's a more complete, well-rounded game.
Yeah.
It checks more of the boxes. So
It's crazy. Like
unfortunately-
you're driving that motorcycle, you can't crash into the cars. And even
And
if
then
you
you go on
shoot,
foot.
even if you shoot a car, they start falling to the side. If they hit you, the ones that you've blown up, you're out. Then you got little bridges that come up. If you don't hit those in the center, you're out. You got bullets coming at you, trucks, you're out. You're out, you're out, you're out constantly.
Yeah. So it
Mr.
takes-
Miami
it
Cuddles.
takes the fun out of it. Mhm.
So there's a game called Dead End City that is very similar to Battle Volume number 5. Dead End City, like it's the same concept, but it perfected it and it's very good. Dead End City. But yeah.
What does that have to do with voting?
He's making a point
Cuddles
that
not even gonna say which one.
he's making a point that it has potential.
He's a judge now, and he's still shilling games.
Okay, no. But the
He's
sound
making a
effects
comparison. I understand what he's saying.
from Battle Lane Volume
He's making a
5
comparison.
Yeah.
gave me the biggest migraine.
Yeah. Did you try? You actually played it?
He's played
No,
a game that's
just by
similar
listening.
is better.
But yeah, but the other game that's similar to it is really good and it's perfected. But obviously,
In this
Really
case,
is better.
yeah.
yeah, I mean, but there is a
So
bit of
say the name of the game because we got to be fair here. What game do you vote for?
Dead End City.
This guy, man.
Dead End City, so Zero
Zero
Wing.
wing, zero wing.
Yeah. Okay, so we
Dead End
did unanimously agree, even with
We
5
did.
judges.
Five
I'm gonna
judges.
stop the vote. I'm gonna
Well,
end
it
it.
just tells you. In
Can
Let's
I
take a
mention
look.
something, Brooklyn? Can I mention something?
We had 12 votes and
Congratulations
91%.
to Steps for
That's for Zero
completing her Toplin library. Don't you have all the Toplin games now?
Yeah, I bought
Yay.
all the
Pew,
Token
pew.
shooters. I have Outzone and the other one, Fixate.
Fixate, yeah.
Fixate. Is there anything else that's not a shooter or run and gun?
There's the
You're a
one
true
where
shmup junkie now.
it's
Got
like
all those games.
it's like a platform game where you go
Oh.
on different alien planets, and that's also really hard. What the hell is the name of that game? It didn't come out actually that long ago. It was probably that came out like 6-7 months ago.
You said platform game, and I was like lost.
Yeah, it's an older one.
You're talking about
All right,
I'll
let's
probably
get back
buy
to
it
the
anyway.
to the shoot 'em
I don't know
ups.
what it is.
Hyperoxia 2 was good.
Oh yeah, that's a really good one.
Rocket 2 was good.
Mhm.
That
So do you want me to just spin it from where it
Retro
is? You
Force
want me
Review
to
was
you want
good.
me to mix it up a little bit?
Oh yeah, I gotta play that, man. Like that does.
You want me to just spin the wheel
Back
from
on
where it
your
is?
library.
Let her rip. Let
All
her
right,
rip.
let it rip. Here we go.
Let her rip.
Round 2, game fight. See what we get here.
Yeah.
And the blue joystick.
Oh boy.
And the
we
blue
have Cuddles
joystick
here.
belongs
Oh,
to
that was
Earth
great.
Defense Force.
EDF.
EDF, didn't that get
Defense
voted out
Force.
last week?
That's,
I'm
it did.
confused.
that's a freaking great
best
game.
Wait, let's see. Hold on. If it got voted
don't
out, I would have
know.
deleted it.
No, it didn't get
No, it
voted
didn't get
out.
voted out. It might have been.
No, it's still here. It does have
Okay.
it does have 1 hit point against it.
One hit on it.
Where it should be on the
Should be on the other wheel.
the
shouldn't it?
final fight wheel though.
That's
It's not on there.
Yeah.
Hasn't been
I
updated.
for some reason I believe it got voted out, but hey, screw it, right?
Get them.
No one's
Doesn't
watching
matter.
anyway.
We'll
No
roll
one's
with it.
gonna
No one's
know.
watching.
Brad,
Thank
just
you,
edit
Omega
this
Force.
part out tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll edit this.
All right.
It's all going to be edited.
All gonna be
tomorrow.
edited.
If you see the rescreen,
I'm gonna edit this all together.
Roga is fantastic.
You're
I
getting
played
the uncut
played through
And
that
the
game.
red joystick.
Very good game.
Weighing in. Exerion.
Good. I thought I was gonna get one with another two.
Exerion.
Zerion.
All right.
Yes.
I am glad it did land on EDF Earth Defense Force with Cuddles here because I know that he really enjoys this game. Let's check out a few minutes of EDF Earth Defense Force.
Xerion with 100%. Pretty good.
All right, that was a
All
few
right.
minutes of EDF Earth Defense Force. One of Cuddles' favorite, and Cuddles is gone. I don't know what happened. I
What
might
happened
have
to
clicked
Cuddles?
something.
Cuddles, get
I might have
back in
banned
here,
him from the
man.
studio accidentally. I sent him a link to come back, but I haven't seen him pop up yet. We'll wait. Hopefully, Cuddles will return because I'd love to hear his vote on this. Let's check out 2 minutes of gameplay footage of the game going up against Earth Defense Force.
yeah.
This is Xerion.
What do you think? Which game's better? Xerion or Earth Defense Force? What do you think? Vote now. Earth Defense Force is coming back. Looked like it was going to be Xerion. Defense Force sitting at 33%. Xerion sitting at 67%. Omega Fourth coming out with some knowledge. Toplin also made Guardian. That is also on iiRcade. Thank you. I'm a huge fan of the Toplin series of games, especially the SHMUPS. I don't think so, Dom One.
There it is.
Wow. Those
Whoa.
sound effects.
That's
The
not Mr.
classic
Miami
rating.
Cuddles.
The goat.
Oh, look at
Been
that.
upgraded. He's been upgraded. Oh, I could. Hey,
Oh,
you
look,
know,
it's rainwater. Welcome
John-
to the show, Jeff.
I can't deny Jong. He's like, just come on. I'm like, oh, it's a
I thought
private
you were
party.
retired.
I'm like, all
Well,
right.
it's a private party.
Yeah, but Jong was here, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. The
What's
Kahoot
your
review,
name again?
All it takes is John.
I'm a
Party
chicken
advocate.
punter.
Okay.
The chicken
Well,
punter.
welcome to the panel.
X.
dude, my wrist still hurts.
iiRcadians in this.
I just gotta say, roosters can be mean. They can be really, really mean. Like, I punted that rooster across my yard, and it flew like. That thing was attacking me. I was on the ground, like my pants were falling down. This thing was pecking at me. I was throwing watermelon at it. It was like, I've had a little bit of a day. I've had a little bit of a day.
All right, Rainwater. If you keep talking, I'm gonna forget the games that are even in this.
Shout out to Rich Dello and Bobby Vu to die for. Bobby Vu. Clean like a mother. Yeah, yeah, yeah. to die for.
Like,
If I had
That
Hi
was
Fi
pretty
says
good.
he has PETA on the phone. Jeff, so. All right.
All right.
So here we go. I'm
This is the
I'm
cancel
here.
culture.
I'm in the middle. So I guess it's
You're in the
my
middle.
turn.
Did you
Welcome to the
vote.
cancel
heard?
group.
Yes, it is.
This is an easy one for me. I'm giving this one to EDF, Earth Defense Force. Let's bring in the man filling
I get
in
it.
for.
I get a vote now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a vote. You got a
I'm-
vote.
I guess-
for Mr. Miami Cuddles.
So now this is my fault. I'm sending it to the audience because I'm going for Xerion.
Boom. There you go.
What's your
So is
Arcade?
the
What's your
audience.
explanation? Are you just being a
Explain
pain in
that.
the ass?
No,
yes.
although you would think that though.
You can't just come. You
He's
just
a
can't
troll.
say Xerion over EDF and not explain.
Cuddles!
When
here.
EDF first came on the system, I played the heck out of it, and then I realized that the leaderboards were not saving, and I was really upset because I did so good, and I'm like, my leaderboards are not saving. What's going on? And I don't think they ever fixed it, and so I'm bitter. But Xerion is legit a good game too. So there you go. That's my explanation.
All right. Let's bring in Nix. Nix, what do you think?
Xerion all day.
Let's see our,
Can't
let's
mess
see how our
with
vote went
the
in the
goat.
chat.
One
What's
of the
going on
greatest of
here?
all time.
Deadlock.
One of the
Flip it
greatest of all
on. It's flipping
times.
on it.
You didn't have to
Arcade
think.
shooters. It's one of the greatest.
50
It is
50.
fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
one of
it
the
is.
greatest.
It
one
is
of
a
the
good
greatest.
score chaser.
People
It
talk
is
about it. People
difficult.
talk till this day, and we're in 2023. People still talk about it and rave about Xerion. It's got a following
Steps.
all day long.
I play Earth Defense Force pretty much like every day. So I have to go with Earth Defense Force. And I love the opening track. I
Yeah,
love
the
Earth
music is
Defense
really
Force.
good.
I love it.
All right. And then Papa Brad, what do
Yeah,
you
as a
think?
shmup junkie,
Oh,
I'll have to
yeah.
go with Earth Defense Force too. It just has more. I mean, I like both games actually, but it's more the kind of game that I like a bit more. So I would
All
say
right.
Earth Defense Force.
We didn't agree. Everybody voted. So I'm stopping the poll right now and we're going to see the results.
Gonna go to the
We
chat.
had five, but we had five though. It was split. It was 3-2.
Also, with 12 votes, 66% of the vote,
It's close.
Earth Defense Force
Wow, that was a good matchup.
gives Xerion 1 hit point.
I'm very
It's a
disappointed.
hit point.
I'm very disappointed in the chat.
I'm with you, Nix. It's
It's
okay.
a goat game, but I understand. Some people, it's they get more excitement playing out of the other game. I
Me and
see it.
Nix, we know our shmups. We know what's right. We know what's
It's
we'll
not what's
forgive
right.
you guys.
It's not what's right. It's just what floats our boat.
There you go.
I
Oh,
gotta
good.
Get right back into
Oh,
it. We are heading into round 3 of game fight. Let's pick our first shoot 'em up.
Jeff is a chicken kicker. We have to take his vote with a grain of salt. Comment of the night from Carl Lowe.
We attacked.
Oh, good. I
Wow,
thought
that
it
was
gonna go to
close.
battle.
It
Yeah, I
is
thought- yeah, I
Dog
thought
Unit. Yeah, if it
too.
went to
Dog
Battleland
I thought
Volume
so
5,
too. Like no.
we would have had to spin the wheel again.
Dog you.
Wow, Dog Unit. Let's
That's a
see
good
what's
one.
going up
Like
against Dog Unit.
Good one.
In the blue corner, in the red joystick.
You better pick something good, or this is going to be an easy one.
We
Oh,
have
please don't pick Slap Fight.
Vapor Trail again.
slap fight. You know it's slap.
Slap fight.
Oh,
Oh,
Man, this is going to be a
Copeland
This
versus
is
Copeland.
going to be a difficult one. I'm gonna have to think on this one.
This is a battle of the Titans.
Ooh.
Huh.
Wow, I didn't-
Ooh.
I was hoping it didn't.
This
pick
will go a
that,
lot
so-
harder than the last one.
It all came down to this.
All right, so everyone focus. We're gonna watch these videos
Yeah.
and please, concentrate. Let's make the best choice. Let's check out a few minutes
Let's do it.
of this game, Dog Unit. Yes.
Awesome.
A few minutes of gameplay footage of Dog.
Okay.
That game
All right.
is good, man. Going up against another
Fire.
great shoot 'em up. Let's check out a few minutes of gameplay footage of Slap Fight.
Love the T2 pinball machine. It's one of my favorites. Awesome. I gotta put up. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Arguin versus Slap Fight. Pull us up. Please vote. Tie. 50 on this stream. Arguin, Slap Fight are tied. Fourth, I think it's got to go with Slap Fight because of the power-up system. Oh man, I love Creature of the Black Lagoon. That's awesome. What great tables.
Oh, wow.
There it is. Slap Fight, man. I love that game. Brad, you're already in the center.
I know. I gotta
think about these.
I love Dogoon with the giant robots, but for gameplay, I have to say Slap Fight.
All right, so your vote is going to go for Slap Fight.
Yep, both great games. Let's go with Slap Fight.
I'm going to jump in here too.
What happened? No. Is it frozen? What happened? Is it frozen? Let me see something here. Yeah. Remove it for a minute. Let me put it back. Let me try this. Houston, we have a problem. Let me see something here. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let's try it again. Let's start today with some.
That thing was attacking. I was on the ground.
Sorry.
really high on my list.
Right there. Move that one from the studio. We are back in business. Sorry for that. YouTube too hard, it crashed. And we got Slap Fight pulling ahead with 67%, Dog Yun 33% in the current poll. Slap Fight has a really good power-up system. And it's super tough, too. It's a hard game. Sorry for the technical difficulty. Screen. Dom wants his tough choice. I really like both games with Slap Fight.
There it
Also
is.
like a strategy
Slap Fight.
challenge.
Man, I love that game.
There's a
Brad,
lot
you're
of strategy
already
involved in Slap
in the
Fight. I know,
center.
that is true. I know. I gotta
think about these.
I love Dog Yun with the giant robots, but for gameplay, I have to say Slap Fight.
All right, so your vote is going to go for Slap Fight.
Yep, both great games.
I'm gonna jump in here too. Yeah, Dog Yun is a beautiful shoot 'em up and one that I think is gonna go really far in this competition, but it's going up against Slap Fight. And even though Slap Fight might not look as visually impressive, I would say play that game, like the game mechanics of like building up your power-ups on the fly and the risk reward in that game. I love it. So I'm voting for Slap Fight. What do you think, Steps?
I played both of these actually, so I own both of these. I like. I'm sorry, there's no way I can't choose Dog Yun. Like the music is amazing, and if you know me, like music is like really high on my list.
Yeah.
And it's way better than Slap Fight.
Have you played Slap Fight?
I have it. I know the one thing I didn't like about Slap Fight is that the bullets don't go the range of the screen. So you have to get used to that. You have to adapt. It's a little bit different than other shooters where they go the whole range.
Yeah. Well, Slap Fight, I've talked about it on this show. I always use the strategy at first where I build up my speed, and then I start messing with the weapons. Nix, what do you think?
Well, this one's a tough one. We go to gameplay. They're both very similar. Both have power ups.
Well, in the live community stream goes to Slap Fight 66%, Dog Yun 33%.
Slap Fight upgrading system, being able to choose on the fly what to pick, and it is risk reward, because if you really want to upgrade something right at the beginning, you have to save up your stars and just keep going through. So you have options as you go through. You don't have to play the game a certain way every time you play, as opposed to these other games where you have to sit there and get a certain power up and then make sure you don't die and keep going. So yeah, slight edge to Slap Fight for that.
All right.
Right. Nick's in the chat. Welcome to the stream,
special
Nick.
Surprise guest. Rainwater Games.
Rainwater.
I would say one thing that we're missing with Dog Yun is like the bosses and the enemies are like very well animated, and that's not something that you see as often. And it really makes them all kind of feel alive. But I gotta agree with you guys. The upgrade system in Slap Fight is what really makes that. And I think the other issue that I have with Dog Yun is I'm not as much of a fan of the ones where you just like hold a button and like the homing missiles just go all over the screen and it feels like there's no skill there. I know there is because you're still dodging bullets and stuff, but
Yeah.
it seems like to me, Slap Fight. There's a lot of games that
Welcome
built
to the
off
stream,
of what
Nix.
Slap Fight created,
Commander Kurt Mason,
and it
welcome.
set the bar for a lot of other games. And like Step said, I actually like that mechanic because it does make it more challenging. The fact that the bullets don't go as far. So I'm going with Slap Fight.
All right. Wow. So I'm going to stop the poll.
Community poll. Our show right now, 66% Slap Fight, 33% Dog.
Also 12 votes. Dogyun and Slap Fight, both 50%.
Hi.
They're both safe.
Both
No one
safe.
takes a
The
hit. We only had
tiebreaker.
this happen
Wow.
one time before.
One time
there is no
this happened.
tiebreaker. They're both safe.
Both safe.
Okay.
They
Draw.
both move on.
Draw.
So Brad, see, he actually has a rule for when there's a tie. Like, it was the other night Brad had something that was a
On
tie,
Arcade
and it
Talk,
was hit
Arcade
for
Talk.
like
We made
20
it keep
minutes.
going till someone changed their mind. But yeah, we don't need to do that here. We don't need
Do
to
a
do that
recount.
No,
here.
we've had
What a
this happen
recount.
one
We don't
time
need to do that here.
before during this competition, and that's how we kept it.
We waited
If
till
it's-
someone came in
if
and
we
broke the
can't
tie.
decide, and then the chat room
Mike.
steals it, and it's 50-50, they're
Oh
both
no!
safe.
Sorry to hear
Steps,
that.
did
Did
you
you come in and do the tiebreaker? I know we had someone came in and did the
I think it was.
tiebreaker on
I
Arcade
think it was
Talk.
Steps.
Great.
Yeah.
Was it Steps? I think it was Steps that did the tiebreaker on Arcade Talk.
Hey, I'm the only one that voted for
It was
Dog.
Carnival versus
but-
Operation Wolf were
Well,
our
Both
two
big
final
It
games.
was a tough
That-
one.
That was
That
a
was a
tough
tough
decision
choice.
between these two games too.
They're
Like I didn't
both
want to
safe.
see
I
either
doing
one
it
take a
again.
hit.
Mhm.
I love. I could play. I could
That's
play
the
any
Deadlocked
shooter
for like
that has
15
amazing
minutes
music.
on,
I'd be happy.
Arcade Talk. Deadlocked.
All right, so we have one more round tonight of game fight. Let's get into it. This is our fourth and final round. Let's spin the wheel.
Okay.
Come on.
That's Tony. The rooster talk, the cock talk is over. I'm sorry.
Yes, you missed it.
Is he still
We're talking about
The
cocks.
joystick
That
belongs to
was like
Samurai.
Stepping
Samurai
into the game
Aces.
fight arena for the very first
Now,
time.
this is a game I love. Aces.
Samurai
Love
Aces.
this one. Love this one.
Let's see what's going up against Samurai Aces.
And the red joystick. Again. We have
Paper Trail.
Vapor Trail.
Vapor Trail gets tricked every week.
Killer
All
Paper
these
Trail.
games.
Damn,
It
Paper Trail
is.
has come out unscathed. Every
Yeah,
single
but
show.
I'm going to
Vapor
tell you
Trail.
something.
The music is
I-
so good.
Vapor Trail gets picked so
Every
often that recently I was like, you know what? It gets picked so much. I'm tired of showing the same gameplay footage that I'm gonna play it again and maybe get some new footage.
Okay.
After playing it, where I haven't played it for a while, I might have a different opinion on it, but we'll see. Is that a
You think-
good opinion or a bad opinion?
So you think the
We'll find
footage
out
that you
tonight.
had was affecting the vote?
He had this great music.
Good for gameplay.
Music. He hypes it up. It looks great.
So let's check out first 2.5 minutes of gameplay footage of
Samurai
this
Aces.
awesome shoot 'em up Samurai Aces.
I have a review of this game on my channel, Papa Brad's Gaming. If you're interested in Samurai Aces, this is a really great game. I really enjoyed playing this one and reviewing it. Very cool game. I believe this game came out before Tengai, which is even better. This was kind of like a game that came out before it. Very cool game, though. Very functional. This game has tons of bosses. Yeah. Mega Fourth, the Samurai Aces all the way. You can play as a wolf. This game really, I love it. It's great. It doesn't really get mentioned a lot. It's one of the really great games on the system. And Tengai, which is super popular, this is the game that's going to keep before it. can kind of see, kind of where it originated from. Tons and tons of bosses in this game. Don't have any of these shmups, iiRcades. That card summer sales going on right now. Good time to pick them up. Pretty much the entire shooter category is on sale. So any of these shmups, if you like them, pretty good time to pick them up. They're all discounted pretty heavily right now. The thing I'll say with iiRcade too, once they're on your machine, they never go away. Unless you tell the machine to delete it, the game will be on your machine forever. Yeah, these were tough choices. Yeah, I have a complete playthrough of this game
Samurai
and a review
Aces.
on my channel.
What's
on
going up
Brett's Gaming.
against the game that's been dishing out hit points left and right on this show. This is Vapor Trail.
Shout out to Nix, one of the great gamers. Game has great music. Drop him a sub. Right now. Pulls up Samurai Aces versus Vapor Trail. Vote now in the chat. Let's see how we do with the live stream of the private party. Which may be the way we might continue the show. It's really good. We have a very positive show. I'll probably do a restream.
Yes, that's Vapor Trail.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we sent
Echo?
Rainwater back into retirement, and now we have
Got
our buddy
Ichabod.
Ichabod Crane watching the show, so I'm hearing myself twice.
Shout out to
Oh, this is
Ichabod
like
Crane.
musical host tonight.
Echo.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm already here. So while Ichabod Crane gets his setup together, I'm gonna place my vote. My vote easily on this one is for Samurai Aces. Samurai Aces plays way smoother than
This
Vapor
is
Trail.
playing so high
And
now
it's really
that
it's
they don't
kind of
even
like
know how to register
Samurai Aces
his score in the
came
game.
before
He's
Tengai.
scoring so high.
So they're both great games. It's so much fun to play. Like I said, play so smooth when you shoot. Way better than Vapor Trail. Vapor Trail does look cool and has that great rock track. But in this one, I'm going Samurai Aces. What do you think, Brad?
Absolutely. Samurai Aces is the game I would have to pick 100%.
Yeah.
Love that game. Please vote
What
in the
do
poll.
you think? Ichabod Crane
Vapor
Ceiling.
Trail.
There he is.
Vapor Trail.
Why?
The production value is exquisite. It's like there is a video of an aircraft carrier and a Blue Angel that's gray flying off the back of an aircraft carrier at the beginning. The rock track, the guitar, the bass, the drums. Vapor Trail.
All right. So we got
Awesome.
one
Music
vote for
is
Vapor
great.
Trail.
I agree.
Let's see what next thing.
100%. Music's fantastic.
All right, so we got some two good shooters lined up here, and the one that takes the victory here, in my opinion, will be Samurai Aces.
Boom.
I believe it has more to offer. You have character select. You have a bunch of characters to choose from, so you have replayability there. Each of them has their own special moves. And just echoing what Brooklyn said, it's like the gameplay is just more intense, faster movement compared to Vapor Trail. Yes, the music is great in Vapor Trail and all that stuff, but it just sounds like that's the only track it has. Like you were here.
I'm not trying to sway votes in the chat.
But,
I'm not even looking at the vote.
But like
Vapor Trail plays like when you play Strikers, you know, that smoothness when you fire your bullets and everything has that real good feeling to it. Yeah, very polished. That's
Very
how
polished
it
game.
feels when you play Samurai.
Absolutely,
Good
Omega
games.
Force. That would be a great one for them to get.
Samurai.
Can I ask everybody a question?
Sure.
How's my audio?
Good.
It's fine, man.
Sounds good. The
No
audio
more
sounds
echo,
good.
so you're good.
I was gonna say
Turn on a light though. You need
Samurai
a light.
Aces
Turn on your room light.
is like a Striker's clone.
It's too dark.
From what I could tell. If I chose by
There you
music
go.
alone,
That's
I would choose Vapor Trail.
Good job.
But based on what I saw
That's good.
and
Good
what
job.
and my experience playing Strikers, I have to choose Samurai Aces.
Yeah, the
All
eye
right.
test. The eye test.
Well, it doesn't matter
Otherwise-
because we didn't agree, so I am gonna
No, we didn't agree.
stop.
Okay, so we're going to take a look at our poll right here that we just did live in this live stream. We came up with Samurai Aces 75%, Vapor Trail 25%.
Stop the
No,
poll.
we didn't. We did not agree.
Our shill members steal the vote.
Let's see how the
and
vote
with
went in the party.
66% of the vote, they give it to Samurai Aces.
Close.
So
There we go.
Vapor
Again.
Trail, unfortunately, already has one hit point.
Oh no!
It did really well.
It's going
It
down.
issued a lot of damage
Nice
Oh.
knowing you.
No!
over the whole course of this competition. But tonight we finally have to say goodbye to Vapor Trail.
Wow. Goodbye. Nice knowing you. Hasta la vista. It was nice knowing you.
Game over.
Nice knowing you.
Unbelievable. Let's
Bye,
bring
Vapor Trail.
Ichabod
Wow.
Crane in. Ichabod Crane, it's so good to see you here.
Good to have,
You
good to
have
Ichabod here.
you have a brand new show that you're
Oh, yeah.
doing. You want
Ichabod
to
show.
tell
I
everybody
have
about
Ichabod
it?
show.
I have my own underling, and I might have two underlings now.
Yeah,
They were.
I
over
highly
in my
enjoyed
house
it.
Onions.
I did too. I love the Ichabod show.
Yeah, I love
thoroughly
the
enjoyed it.
production value, man.
I did
Oh,
too.
we're gonna have jokes. I'm gonna make it like I'm gonna say 2-quarter challenge. I'm gonna take 2 actual quarters and roll them across the fucking control deck, and it'll be like,
Cannot wait.
you know,
You-
real.
Can I come over there and be on the show one day?
Yeah. No.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
I'm gonna hold you to that. You know that.
Yeah,
Knowing that.
You know, I'll be
I'm in
community
your
posting
area all
that
the
one,
time, but
Brooklyn.
I don't see it. Like whenever I'm driving through, I just look up. Like if I see a guy on the roof, there I know it's him.
Yeah, yeah. Check your roofs while you're driving through Shillington.
Yeah, I'm right off of Lancaster Avenue.
I can't believe you live in
Do you wanna
Shillington.
give
Yeah, I
your,
can't believe you live in
Shillington.
Shillington.
He lives in
You wanna get
Shillington.
your social security number too?
Yeah.
This is
No,
this is
Yeah,
only
you
a
have
private
shirt-
party till
You have
tomorrow.
a shirt that says
Ichabod,
Shillington
relax.
across it. I mean,
I'm definitely getting myself a Shillington shirt when I'm back in the area.
I'll,
I was very close to you today,
if
man,
you
but I
come
had to
down,
get home.
I'll buy one for you.
Thank you. I was over in Fleetwood today. That's not too far from you.
Oh man, Fleetwood, you gotta be careful over there.
All right. So that's it for
Gurney
game fight
Road.
tonight. Well, we lost. We've been losing a lot of the games, and tonight it wasn't that bad. We
No.
had that second ever tie, but I can't believe Vapor Trail is finally gone.
Vapor Trail
I'm gonna have
was
to actually
tough.
go back and watch
I
like
didn't
the
think we was gonna
replay
lose.
the last couple of weeks and see if EDF was actually still in the competition. I can't remember what happened.
It doesn't matter. It's back.
Yeah. So we're gonna be doing something pretty special or different in our
What's
1
up,
quarter
dog?
challenge tonight. So usually when we do the 1 quarter challenge, we play one game and then that's it. Tonight we're doing something different.
Two games.
Tonight we are going to be playing 2 games.
2.
Brad, you want to tell them what games we're going to be playing tonight? The 2 games.
Sure. We're going to be playing Dragon's Lair and Space Ace, the 2
That's
Laserdisc
right.
games.
We're going to be playing Space
Back to back.
Ace first, right? Each of us, whoever's playing, and
Okay.
then we will have our scores in the chat. Then we are going to go back and play Dragon's Lair. Then we're going to add up our points from both games, and whoever gets the highest score is going to be the winner. I know I'm competing. I know Brad is competing.
Yeah, I'm competing.
I think
100%,
Nix is
yes.
competing. Anybody else? If you're not competing, that's fine. You can just
Shout
I
out
am
to
not.
Nix.
you can talk us through it.
Yeah, you can heckle us
That
while we're
sounds
playing.
better. I could play it, but you do not want to watch me play those.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not good at Space Ace.
Just for production value tonight. So I don't, as I switch over to the 1 quarter challenge, who wants to start up first? Is it going to be Brad or Nix? Who's going to volunteer? And you can play along at home if you have both of these games. Just remember,
Nice.
1 quarter only. We're playing with directions and
I can
and
go
the,
first. I got the game already fired up.
and the beeps on, right?
Give me a chance.
Directions
everything on.
and the beeps
Brad,
on.
stepping
That
up,
is
playing
literally not
first.
going to help me at all.
Not going to help you that much, but
All right. So here
I'm
we
terrible
go.
at Space Ace, so
1
Yeah.
quarter only. Space
not
Ace
bad at Dragon's Lair.
first,
Space Ace,
and then we
not as
will
good.
each come back in the same order and play Dragon's Lair. Unless you want to just do them back to back, you can say goodbye. Let's say goodbye to Ichabod Crane. Say it quick. Let's come. We're trying to keep the show moving.
Too many shots of whiskey. And I got unexpected guests over tonight.
Shout out to
Well,
Ichabod
thanks for stopping
Crane.
in and helping
Thanks for
us
stopping in.
vote out Vapor Trail finally. All right, here we go. The 1 quarter challenge.
Boom, 1 quarter challenge. Brad's playing first. Play some Dragon's Lair. Ace Ace versus Dragon's Lair. Combined score gets you your total. Shout out to iiRcade for having beautiful versions of the Dragon's Lair trilogy games. All 3 of them play perfect on the machine. 3 lives, right? We going
Just
3 lives or 5? Yeah, you didn't do bad.
Do
Nick.
3
3, okay.
since
here
we're
we go.
playing 2 games.
Okay, here we go.
If you're watching along, please help out. Let's watch the score. This one should be kind of easy to follow.
Some audio.
Watching
He
Papa
can't get
Brad
the audio
playing.
now. He's already playing.
Okay.
Now this
See
is
if
one
I'll make
game
it
I
to the
really want to
spaceship.
play more of now that I got an iiRcade again because, like, I didn't grow up playing this, but it looks really cool, like those
Yeah.
like animated movies from like
Yeah.
1987, and so
This one has
I really
Kimberly
wanna
in
spend
it.
some time.
Kimberly's
at
in
least with
Space
Space
Ace.
Space Ace, I like.
And Daphne's
Look
in
and feel a little bit
Dragon's
more.
Lair.
I'm serious. I think he's already going to beat me just by getting this far.
I've been this far before, Brooklyn.
Oh man, I
He
can't
screwed
believe I
up.
missed that. Ran right into the wall. Didn't even get through it.
You get like
You get
3
some
lives,
extra
don't
Kimmy
you?
though.
Yeah, you could see right there below.
No
he has 2 lives
continues.
left. It still amazes me how people can play these without the directions. I've tried to do that at first. But it's like, how do you even know which way to click? Yeah, I've never gotten this far.
I had a hard time playing Dragon's Lair the other night, trying to get, you know, that bridge that you fall off or you have to climb up to stop yourself from getting those snakes. Like, which way do I hit the joystick? Arrows are nice though.
He's got 1 life left.
Energize. Or not. I think I skipped the energize. I just wanted to see if I get to the next section. There's Kimberly
It's
again.
going to be a tough one tonight for me. Brad is doing really well. He said he wasn't good at this.
I'm so rusty on these games.
That's it. So we got 20450. I'll put that in the chat. 20450. Brad, go right into Dragon's Lair.
Okay, Dragon's Lair. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do a poll. Which one's better? Actually, I'll put all 3 of them in here. Hold on a second.
Anything 3 lives? Okay,
What's the best Laserdisc game? I'm going to do a poll. We'll have all 3.
Options.
Are we going to do the mode where it plays the little intro that wasn't in the arcade?
I'm gonna leave it on arcade. Is that okay?
That's fine. However you do it is how the rest
3
of us
lives. Moves on.
I'm going to put them in order, too, that they were released. 3 games. Dragon's Lair, Space Hit, Dragon's Lair 2.
All right. So we
Vote.
do
What is the best Laserdisc
that,
game
special version
on
where it has the
iiRcade?
opening scene?
Dragon's
where
Lair,
you
Space
enter the
Ace, or
castle?
Dragon's Lair 2? Please vote. Poll is up. No. I am not that good. I can finish the game though pretty regularly. But there are people that just know this game inside out and upside down. I'm not one of those people. I messed up.
Oh, waited it.
I should have jumped earlier.
This part's pretty easy.
Yeah, you press up. When you get to the purple ball, press up. It's all down.
Yeah, what they get you at the end
ball.
because you're pushing down and then all of a sudden you got to push up.
The Grim Reaper. And then up.
Right. It's a tough one.
Not doing too bad, actually, for a single quarter run. Got to time these. Now, I don't know how I got killed here. I'm still in shock I got killed. I should have hit him. I don't know what I did. I think I hit the button twice instead of
you
once.
kidding me. I had that.
Oh, let's try.
One
Brad.
life left. Watch that score.
No.
Pinnacle Room.
Unfortunately, I'm having trouble downloading Space Ace.
It's a big download.
Yeah, but it's not even started.
32,483.
You didn't own Space Ace before?
32483.
No.
32,483.
All right, someone do the math. Add that up.
Not too bad.
I guess while we're waiting on Nick's, I'll get switched over, and I'll be up next.
Yeah, that's one thing. It's just not the download's not started.
I guess just
Yeah,
turn
doing
your
that.
cabinet off and I'll
Yeah.
play.
You're watching the
But
Friday
I
night
really want to do it
arcade
fast.
show.
I don't know how long this is gonna take. We'll see.
This is the community
Under half
restream.
an hour. Refund policy.
Did a private event last night.
Maybe that's what I gotta do. Gotta reboot my machine. But it's being temperamental with the server.
Daphne. Go see how our poll's doing.
Oh, you didn't put yourself full screen.
We got a 3-way tie. Dragon Slayer, Space Ace, and DL2. Dragon Slayer 2. We got a 3-way tie. Wow.
Brad's,
For the 3 different lasers. I'm gonna leave this poll up while everyone else, while the other players play. You're just popping in. We're voting on what's the best laserdisc game on iiRcade. Dragon Slayer, Space Ace, or Dragon Slayer 2. Use the magic sword.
I'm just kidnapped by aliens.
Please vote. All right. Back.
There's Blair's ship.
Oh yeah, now we have, here we go. This is a good capture of the game.
there it goes. It's downloading now.
Awesome. This is Brooklyn Menace playing. These games are hard. Is this Brooklyn's playthrough?
Yes.
Oh, these games
hasn't made
are
it
not
past,
easy.
like,
The first
one
scene.
arrow.
There's Blair's ship.
Oh, Brooklyn, look how
It
good
is a
his
hard game.
capture of the game is fantastic looking. With a beautiful version of Space Ace and Dragon Slayer on the iiRcade. Chose not to energize. They're on sale too. Let me go take a look. Let me get to the ship right now. Let me see what we go. One more. You got it. You got it. Oh, Catty, is that arcade?
Well, there's only one
I'm
life.
just kidnapped by aliens. That's all.
6,120. Is that right? Dragon Slayer 2 is 25% off. 1124. 6,120.
I think so. It's
Dragon
better
Slayer
for me.
isn't it free game? Comes included with the iiRcade console machine, home arcade. Space Ace is also 1124. Regularly $15. You can learn to play it without the arrows. It's all timing. Eventually, you learn the timing for the moves. But the arrows make it a lot more fun. Boy, Brooklyn's chasing people off. Playing this playthrough of Dragon's Lair.
Only 50%
Watching the
of
numbers
downloads.
tank. It's okay, though.
Oh, man.
Not everyone can be Prentice. You can actually play this game blindfolded. 311.
Oh, jeez.
All right. I guess I'll play so that Nix could continue his download.
Yeah. Thanks, Steps. Steps is going to give it a
I
shot.
think I could do maybe possibly better in Brooklyn. So
Take one for the team. Take one for the team. So our
75%
polls are going.
together.
We're still in a three-way tie. These Dragon
Dragon
Slayer,
games really
Space
do look
Ace, and
great on
DL2
iiRcade.
are all tied for
Take a lot of space.
33%. Did a good job with the
share
yeah,
screen.
presentation of-
Let's see, entire screen. I'm forgetting how to do this. I need to go to settings, don't I? Settings, and then change my webcam to the HD 60s. There. There we go.
There you go. Like a champ.
All right, I'm gonna be
Good
back.
to go.
Wow, that was an embarrassing display.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
you
think
did.
that game is meant to play
Yeah.
when you've been drinking.
Yeah. Well, they got to see some
Yeah.
of the game with me, not too far, but they got to
Yeah.
see a little bit of it. It's a lot
You
of
got-
a lot of memorization.
Did
to
you
be
see
good
how
at these
bad I did
games.
at Space
You really
Ace?
have to
Oh
play
my
them and
God,
almost
dude.
know the patterns.
I thought I was going to
cold.
do that bad, honestly. You did.
Dom
you did
Juan
fine.
says,
Yeah,
"I
yeah,
play
yeah.
like Brooklyn. I die
Fine, I
quickly.
didn't even get to the ship.
I turn the arrows on.
You gotta,
Are you bringing
You
me up?
know, practice.
Well,
and
almost
it gets
Steph, you're
easier.
playing?
Yeah,
Like,
pull steps
All right,
up.
let's bring
Steps
steps
is
I'm
in.
actually
for
not
us.
bad at Dragon's
Steps gonna play
Lair.
for
I
us.
can usually finish it within like 2
There's
to
no
3
need to even
lives.
tally my score.
Yeah, you're not.
But,
you're not.
you're not Space Ace I found harder. I don't know why, but Dragon's Lair 2 is I've never finished it. The game did look great though. It's tough. 3 lives. Dragon's Lair 2, you have to pick up all the bonuses to finish the game. So there's all kind of spots where you have to pick up extra items. Is it all okay? And the moves are super fast. And Dragon's Lair 2 is
really
probably
nice
twice the
through
amount of
Steps
moves.
capture card
easily.
too,
Yeah,
right?
it's looking good, huh? Yeah, look at Steps. It's a beautiful game. Capture looks great. Like I said, originally, like the Laserdisc games was really what pushed me to get the iiRcade. And once I had the machine, I found out all the other great games that were on the system. But these games look great. They play great. The moves are moves are on the correct spots.
Oh,
You got to do it twice. Huge part of these games is just familiarity with it, like the way they play too. Like you could see, like I kind of knew some of the levels. Didn't know them all, but I knew some of them. There you go. You're in the ship. Steps is doing good. Got further than Brooklyn.
Come in. Are you okay?
Oh, sure. I'm just kidnapped by aliens, that's all.
I'll save you, Kimmy. Get me out of here.
You shoot.
Ah.
Oh.
all right. Someone put that in the chat. 11152.
111. We're doing Space Ace and Dragon's Lair combined score. Okay.
I'm all set up here on Space.
11152. Got it. Dragon's Lair just pulled ahead with 50% of the poll.
One thing about the iiRcade, like,
50%. Space
how
Ace
fast
in and out of
they do
Dragon's
this.
Lair
It's quick,
2.
man.
The
It's
hardware,
yeah, it's quick.
hardware is absolutely phenomenal that they use for the iiRcade.
Put on
Thank you,
arcade
Ichabod.
mode. You're on home mode, so you're gonna have that. You're gonna have that opening scene. There you go. Because in the arcade, if you lose a life, it would just skip to the next
Dragon's
scene.
Lair. Right.
When you play on home, it goes in order.
Yeah. Correct.
What? Come on.
Come on. First scene. So many death animations. This is insane. Beautiful version of Dragon's Lair on the iiRcade. Lord.
Wow.
4,
Brutal.
8, 1.
Brutal.
What was that? A 9 at the end? Still, I don't think good enough to beat Brad. So one person is left.
Yeah,
Let's bring in Nix.
We're pulling our Space Ace. Let's see how he does.
Hey, I only played the delay for the king.
Thank you for playing.
I was like, you guys are all as bad as me. I'm good.
Thank you for playing. Yeah. Well, you're in second place. You beat Brooklyn. Shout out to Steps.
Whoops.
So far, 1152 plus 4819.
Is he playing?
Yeah, I'm playing.
Did you put on the
Yeah, everything's the same. Yeah.
okay, because I didn't hear any sound.
15,971. 15,971 for Steps. Put that in the chat. 15,971. You're watching Nix playing Space Ace. See if he makes it into the spacecraft. Timing. Dead on the diggers. Doing good. Look at this. And he's in the spacecraft. Pure skill. Boom. There you go. He's in the ship. And we are off. Nick's, turn your sound up a little bit if you can. Because this is an intermission. You should be able to do that.
Oh,
if you can
no.
hear. If he can hear. That's good. Thank you.
Yeah, I messed up because of that. Oh, man.
Sorry. You want to start over?
No, that's fine.
Dragon Slayer's pulling ahead, 67%. Space Ace 17.
Bobby.
Dragon Slayer 2, 17%. Shout out to Bobby Vu, who was in the private event. You had to be a channel member.
Bob Prank Crane says
Catch
he's playing
this
Dead Cells.
live on Friday. Yeah, Hobby Hands. This is the community
Got it.
restream. Going to the space station. Did you vote in our
Oh.
poll? Which Laserdisc game is
Wow.
best? Dragon's Lair, Space Ace, or Dragon's Lair 2? What's the score? 15.
15,
Shout out
7,
to
5, 6.
Hobby Hands.
I'll put it in the chat.
15756. Steps got 15971. He's on to the second game. And I am going to give a special super chat to Hobby Hands, who became a channel member of Papa Brad's Gaming. Thank you for joining the iiRcade Illuminati, iiRcadians Illuminati. And for you, you're going to get the Cyberpunk.
Oh, sorry.
And back to the
Is
show.
that UFS on sale?
I don't think it was.
I don't think it was, right? I flipped through. There's a lot of games on sale. I think I have almost every one.
219 games on sale, Brooklyn. I counted them. If I counted
219
games on sale. All the shmups, pretty much, or most of them,
Perfect.
and most of the good sports games are on sale.
Wrong game.
What am I doing here?
Some of the Brawlers on
some of the
sale for
platformers
$9.99. It's a great
hit and
beat 'em
miss.
up, modern,
But like all the
lot of
shmups.
fun.
Here we go. Refund successful.
Not Nick's kind of game.
Definitely not your cup of tea. But thank you for playing.
See how Nick's does in Dragon
Here we
Slayer.
go. Options.
See, like I'll put on these games.
Go to
and
I think
I'll
he'll
three.
play
do
them all
better
the
than
way
he
to the
did in
end.
Space Ace.
I like to when I get
You know,
into
you
these
can
and
just
play
you
these,
can just
I'll just
they
play
give you
them
the
till I
option just to
finish.
watch the movie too.
Yeah, you
See,
can. You
a
can watch
track
the
mode?
movie.
Well, no, that's for the beginning.
Yeah.
But there is
can watch
somewhere
the
where you
movie
go and
and
just
the-
Which
watch.
one
it.
is it? Home or arcade?
No, go to arcade. That's how we
Arcade.
played.
3 credits.
Because home might give you an advantage of getting some more points in the beginning.
That beginning part I don't like.
The
The
drawbridge.
drawbridge.
It's better.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the arcade better too.
I actually like the home version because you
Yeah.
get to play it in order.
Yeah, it is kind of cool in that respect.
I understand why they probably did the skipping in the arcade because they knew how hard this game was, so at least people would get to see different
The
things.
game, yeah.
You have to play all the reverse levels too.
Good job. Make it through the rope room. Into the
They
horse
did
room.
a custom version for iiRcade and they worked with Digital Leisure directly. So it's kind of it's a unique version that's on the iiRcade to match the 4:3 monitor.
Oh, you got stuck.
Now the version you're watching is stretched off of Nix's machine, but it's not stretched on the machine. It's got perfect aspect ratio.
So he got off of that earlier than I usually do.
Up. Yep. When you get to the purple ball, you press up. They're all down. It's doing pretty good. Nope.
It's doing good. Brad, you didn't get this far.
I did the same screen. What are you talking about, Brooklyn? This is where I got killed. The blacksmith. Hobby Hand says he used to play this on the Amiga. It was the best version available for home back then.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's it.
I remember some of those games, like they were
What's
like
that
10
score?
discs to put the
24,
game on your
226.
computer.
24.
I had the Atari
226.
ST version of Dragon's Lair. It was like 10 discs. Flop.
Brad
So who
win?
took this?
I took this one. This might be the
Brad
only
wins.
category where I'm
Brad
definitely
won?
I won. I
think
won
I
this
won.
one. Huh? What was the scores?
You had like 50,000 some, I thought.
Let me scroll back up.
I typed it in at one point.
50,933 is what I had.
Between the two, yeah.
Papa Brad takes the Laserdisc challenge.
20,000, 24,000.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that yeah. On
Hey, what's up,
Dragon's
T?
Lair, that,
Oh,
yeah,
oh.
Be
Dragon's
sure
Lair.
to
No,
check
it's a
it out.
combination
Better in
of
Dragon's
both.
Lair and not as good in
Oh,
Space Ace.
okay. So
No,
you're
that was
Talk.
just one score. That 24
And
is
Star Wars
just for
Review
Dragon's
Channel.
Lair.
okay.
gotta
Plus
add
you
that
got
still.
15, so you're still at like.
I do a show
40.
weekly
I'd
with
say we're at
Koski.
49, almost.
Come
50.
on
You
Thursday
should add
nights.
that up, actually. Where's my calculator?
Arcade
All
Talk.
right, great job, Brad.
What did
Thank
I
you.
actually get?
Taking the
Good seeing you,
competition.
T. What is up?
4,
It's one game I might
6.
win.
And
Yeah,
it was probably
the Laserdisc
50.
games.
Yeah.
Finally, it's the only games I could probably beat Nix at. Nix is an amazing,
50,
amazing
5,
gamer.
7, 5, 6.
Of course,
Okay,
check
yeah,
out
39,
Arcade Wars.
982. Yeah. That was
Yeah,
my total.
39,982. Show
Between the two, yeah.
39,982.
Watch it
Papa
on
Brad
my
with
channel or on T. McCloskey's channel.
50,933. I
That's
am the
what-
champion. Yes.
Yes,
Finally, I won it. I
Brad
won
wins.
one. Finally.
Wow.
Finally,
That's like
after
the
all this
first.
time. Did I actually beat Nix for once?
Oh, it's
Probably the
happened.
only
It's
time.
happened.
Only time I'll beat him.
It's not the
You don't
only
like
time
these
we
You
can-
should
Laserdisc
have added
games.
Dragon's
It's probably
Lair
the only
2 to that
time.
also, right? A triple play.
Oh man.
Dragon's Lair 2 is no
Maybe.
joke. It is so hard. It
You
is
think you'll
hard.
ever get any more of those Laserdisc games?
I don't know. I hope so. I do like Laserdisc games. I don't know what it is about them. I do like them.
Yeah.
I do love Laserdisc
It just
games.
brings
I
you
wish I'd
back
get
to a
like
certain
them.
time.
I
Like,
know. Back to
I love
the
the
like
one-
Mad Dog McCree, that Laserdisc game where you shoot with a gun.
Yeah.
We need
Yeah, well,
Mad
that's not a good
Dog.
game, yeah.
Mad Dog McCree.
I,
would be
I like
great.
the one. What was the? Where's? I
Cindy
like the
gun?
one when you played in the helicopter.
Cobra Command.
Something. Yeah, Cobra. Because that was
That's a
on.
good
That
one.
used to be on the Sega CD, and then
I
I
had
used to
that.
be really good at the one with the car. That was
Yeah.
also on Sega CD.
Road Avenger.
Probably. Yeah. I
Yeah,
was
it's
good at
super
that.
hard.
Probably
Those
not
were good.
anymore. Richard Waddell is saying need cliffhanger.
Cliffhangers.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Omega
Omega
Fourth.
Fourth. You know what's funny? You know what's funny with Cliffhanger? I did a playthrough of Cliffhanger
live?
once using MAME, and then when I uploaded it to YouTube, it got a strike. It didn't even get a claim. It got a strike.
Not even a
Yeah,
claim.
you
a
said
got
'cause
the
they're playing
animation.
like animation from
It's like the worst thing you can
like
get
a
is a
cartoon.
famous animation from Japan. It gets so you can't stream it at all.
No
Cliffhanger,
streaming,
but it's a great
of
game.
Cliffhanger.
I love it. It's one of my favorite classic arcades. That's why there's not much footage of it too.
Mhm.
You can't put it on YouTube.
Guys, thank you so much.
Yeah.
It was
I think,
awesome.
I think our party tonight was a success.